Welcome to the Stocks channel. My name is Cory and this is going to be your daily stock market technical analysis update. We saw the Nasdaq 100 lead the way today, closing to brand new all-time highs. We're still fully in the Santa Claus rally, and tonight I'm going to give you more upside price targets. First up, let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P500 SPY ETF. So let's crack open this chart and see what's going on in the stock market today. Alright, so on the S&P 500, we did see the price action go up 0.16% today, and that will be another price action close over the 5 EMA. So that's bullish price action, and we're starting to see this bullish trend pick up momentum because that 5 EMA is starting to create separation from the 13 EMA. We still have the benefit of a positive sloping 20 simple moving average and a positive sloping 50 EMA, and we've already had a little bit of selling and a test of that 20 simple moving average as support. So now we've officially got the bullish bounce, and this is where I was saying buy the dip because this market is still bullish and we're going on to our way to my price target of $377. We're only $7 away from my price target now, and it's likely we're going to get there very soon, and I could definitely see us getting to $377 by the end of the year. So I'm still very bullish on this market, and we still have really solid bullish price action and bullish trending. I don't see any dips going below the 5 EMA at this point in time, and any dip going down to the 5 EMA could be an opportunity to start scooping up some more positions as we head towards our price target. Remember though, we don't want to be greedy and we want to start trimming some of our profits as we approach my price target. I always tell you to be disciplined traders and don't get greedy. Take the opportunity to buy the dip, but don't forget to pull out some profits as we continue to head higher. You should always be taking some profits and raising some cash as we head higher so that you can always buy the next dip buying opportunities. Now, in order for this bullish trend to start reversing, we would need to see the price action start breaking down below these moving averages, and we would need to see that 5 EMA cross below the 13. So we have still yet to see that happen, therefore we're going to remain bullish on the S&P 500. There's a lot of noise coming up on Friday with quad witching, and I'm really not concerned about it. There could be a little bit of volatility, but it's really not going to be anything that's going to mess with the grand scheme of this bull market. So a lot of people are hedging and buying puts and getting worried about it, and I'm here to reassure you that you don't need to be doing that. If you're really that worried about it, just go to cash. Hedging with puts is the worst idea right now because we're in a bull market and we're heading higher. You don't want to be buying puts in a bull market. Next up is the Nasdaq 100 QQQ ETF, and we see we did close to a brand new all-time high today, and we now have support at the previous breakout at $308. My price target on the QQQs is $312, and we're only a few dollars away from hitting that price target. I think we're going to hit this price target very soon, so I'm going to go ahead and give you my next price target on the QQQs ETF tonight, and that's going to be up here at $321. We could see some selling once we get to 312, but it should be short-lived, and it should be another dip buying opportunity as we begin to head towards 321. So again, we see bullish price action closing above the 5 EMA and breaking out to brand new all-time highs. And we still have this really strong bullish trend, and that 5 EMA is starting to run away and create separation from the 13 EMA. We got the dip last week, and a lot of that cash on the sidelines is going to quickly realize that the dip is over, and they're going to start buying in near the top, only driving the stock market higher and higher. Remember, this is a melt-up situation where we're going to keep heading up to end the year on low volume. The big money has gone home for the holidays, and Santa Claus is coming to town. So get ready for this Santa Claus rally to continue through the end of the year, and it's likely going to continue into the middle of January as well. So I'm still really bullish because the price action and the trend are still really bullish, and we're following the chart that's in front of us. Dip buying opportunities should be off of the 5 EMA and of course our newfound support level at $308. On the Dow Jones DIA ETF, we got another bullish price action close over the 5 EMA, and we still have the benefit of a strong bullish trend. We should be finding support at the 5 EMA as well as the 13 EMA, which coincides with that support level at $302. So look for the Dow Jones to continue to head higher. On the ARK ETF, we're still struggling at my resistance level of $125, and we're still failing to break and close above that resistance. I think there's a lot of downside risk in ARK and very little upside potential. So I'm really not suggesting anybody be buying any ARK ETFs at this point in time because there is a lot of FOMO in the stocks that Cathie Wood's been buying, and you can see how hard it's struggling to break through 125. You could be buying around the 5 EMA, but you can see the 5 EMA is starting to roll over, and I am expecting a swift correction in ARK coming in the near future. So my support levels as far as buying would still be down here at the gap close at 117, where we also have a support trend line. I'm not trying to scare you out of ARK if you're in it, but I'm just being realistic here, and it doesn't look like there's a lot of upside potential here. We still have the benefit of bullish price action and bullish trending, so if we do break and close above 125, that will be bullish and will likely head to 128 or 133. But until we get that break and close above 125, I'm optimistically cautious about ARK-K. Next up is the VIX, which is our fear indicator, and we did find resistance on the VIX right at 24.8 resistance level, and we're starting to head lower ever since we bounced off that resistance. The VIX is still in a strong downward trending bear market, and we are finding resistance and heading lower. So as the VIX heads lower, we're going to expect to see the stock market continue to head higher to new all-time highs. If the VIX starts breaking and closing above resistance at 24.8, that could mean that we're going to start to see some selling in the market. But below 24.8 and the VIX heading lower is bullish for the stock market. Next up is the US dollar, and we did break below support, and I did predict that because we do have this really strong bearish trend. Remember, the trend is your friend, and the trend almost always predicts where the price action is going to go in the future. So when we have a really strong bearish trend, there's no reason to be bullish on the US dollar. So we're likely heading down for another leg lower, and our next support level on the dollar is all the way down at $89. So the dollar should continue to weaken, and a weak dollar is a strong stock market. So as the dollar weakens, we will expect to see the stock market continue to head higher to new all-time highs. A weak dollar is strong gold, and we did see gold blast through that 1860 resistance level today, which should now be newfound support. We're also blasting through the 50 EMA, and it looks like gold is ready to start heading higher to our next price target at 1930. So a weak dollar is strong gold, and gold is showing up in a big way, and it's starting to really make some big moves. So I'm looking for gold to head to 1930, and this 1860 support level should be a good buying opportunity on gold. On silver, we also blasted through our resistance level at $25, and our next price target on silver is up here at $26.56. We could still find support at the breakout of resistance, which should be newfound support. So if you're not in silver and you're looking for an entry, watch for that test of support at that $25 level, and we could be riding silver all the way back up to $30 in the near future. Silver's looking really bullish, and we did get that daily higher high and break of resistance today, so it really could start running. Next up is Bitcoin, and we saw Bitcoin blast right through my next price target at $21,222. So Bitcoin's moving in a big way, and we're finally seeing some volume picking back up in Bitcoin, which is great news because Bitcoin needs to go higher on higher volume to be sustainable. So we are seeing a spike in volume as we blast through these price targets. My next price target above is going to be all the way up here at $25,300. So the Bitcoin bulls are back, and we still have the benefit of bullish price action and bullish trending, and we're blasting through price targets with no problem. So look for Bitcoin to start heading towards $25,000, and it could happen very quickly because there's not a lot of resistance above this level. Next up is Amazon stock, and we did see Amazon with a daily higher high close. So that's always going to be bullish, and we see some really good price action, and we're starting to get a little bit of a bullish trend developing. My price target on Amazon is going to be this resistance trend line, which is somewhere around $3,300. So I'm looking for Amazon to start breaking out soon. And if Amazon starts breaking out, it's going to start dragging the Nasdaq 100 much higher. Next up is Apple stock, which is our market moving stock. And we saw Apple continue through with the breakout of $124, and it's starting to head towards our next price target of $136. So Apple did form a little bit of a cool off day today, and it really didn't go anywhere, but it also didn't sell off. So we're going to call that very bullish price action, and you can see how strong the bullish trend is on Apple. So my price target on Apple is all the way up here at $136. So remember, Apple is a market moving stock. So if it's heading to $136, it's likely going to drag the rest of the stock market higher with it. On the financial sector, we still have bullish price action and bullish trending. On the industrial sector, we saw a little bit of cooling off today on the price action, but we're still right around the moving averages, and we still have a bullish trend. On the healthcare sector, we saw the price action close right on the 5 EMA, and we still have the benefit of a bullish trend. So going back to the S&P 500, we see tech leading the way, which is to be expected. The tech sector always leads the way in these bull rallies, and we're now forming new all-time highs. So I'm looking for all three indices to start forming new all-time highs together, and we're going to continue to melt up on this low volume to finish out the year. Like I said earlier, I don't expect to see a lot of volatility on Friday, so you really don't need to do much preparation for quad witching. Just be patient and let the trend be your friend and let it guide the price action higher. Don't forget about the Stocks Channel Discord if you're looking for a disciplined and profitable trading community, and you can find out how to join the Stocks Channel Discord in the link of the description of this video. Santa Claus is coming to town, and it is cooling off outside, but things are always heating up when you're trading hot stocks. Welcome to Hot Stocks. First up is going to be Tesla stock, and we did see Tesla looking like it did find support at the 13 EMA intraday, and we did get a price action close below the 5 EMA. So Tesla is still stuck between the 647 resistance level and our support level down here at 587. Remember that Tesla is bullish if it breaks and closes above 647, and it's bearish if it breaks and closes below 587. I do have Tesla finishing a wave 5, so we are likely going to see a top in Tesla stock soon. So there's definitely a lot of risk in this stock when we're finishing a wave 5. There is going to be a correction that follows. So the real question that has to be answered on Tesla stock is, did we top out at 647? Or are we going to top out somewhere higher, right around 690 or 700? We don't want to guess, we just want to watch the price action. And remember, a close above 647 means we're heading to 690, and a close below 587 means that we finally reached the top and we're going through that correction. Next up is NIO stock, and NIO is breaking out, and we did get a follow through today, and we did see the price action close higher, 2.69%. So my price targets on NIO are much higher at $52, and if we break and close above 52, it's likely we're heading back into the 60s, and we're likely to top out somewhere around $61. So hopefully you were listening to Hot Stocks and you paid attention when I was saying buy in the low 40s and high 30s, because it looks like NIO is going to start running, and you're not going to want to miss a move like NIO because it could go parabolic and start running. There is one minor resistance level right around $48 that we're going to have to break through before we can head back to 52. So I'm bullish on NIO, and I'm looking for NIO to start running towards my price target at $52. Next up is Palantir stock, and remember I said Palantir did break out of our consolidation to the downside, which is always going to be a bearish sign. So we do have the benefit of that 20 simple moving average starting to head higher, and the price action could find support off of that 20 simple moving average. We could also find support at the 13 EMA, so our support levels on Palantir are somewhere between $26 and $24. If we break and close below 24, we're likely heading back to our previous support level at $21. This could be a time to start accumulating Palantir if you're going long. If you're not going long and you're just looking for a good trade, you might want to wait a few more days so we can see where this price action is going to inevitably find support. But right now, it does look like Palantir could be a good buy off of that 20 simple moving average, which is somewhere around a buy target of $25 per share. As far as resistance levels go, we will have resistance at $29, and we'll need to break and close above 29 before we can head back to 33. Our next hot stock is Nvidia, and we see Nvidia still cooling off a little bit and testing support successfully for another day. So Nvidia did have that little bit of a false breakout where it was a little bit of a bear trap, and it's now trading back into the channel. So I am bullish on Nvidia, and I'm looking for Nvidia to bounce off of this support level and start heading back higher towards 547. A break and close above 547 on Nvidia should send us up into the 570s. And if we break and close above 570, we're likely heading up to my price target at $620. So Nvidia is taking its sweet time being a hot stock, but that's okay because we got all day, baby. Next up is Twilio stock, and we do see Twilio continuing to find support at its 5 EMA, and it did close higher for the day, going up 1.67%. Support levels on Twilio are going to be the 5 EMA and this previous resistance level, which is newfound support at 338. My price target on Twilio remains at $373. Just a quick update on DraftKings is it did hit my price target at $54, and that's where I did suggest taking profits. It doesn't mean DraftKings can't go higher, but as disciplined traders, we want to take our profits and move on to the next hot stock. On AMD stock, it looks like we did get a little bit of a cool off today, but my price target remains up here at $99. It's likely we're going to hit $99 very soon, and then we could see some cooling off and some correcting in AMD stock before we head any higher. On Boeing stock, it looks like we're finding support right around that 13 EMA, and we could still break down a little bit lower and come to the 20 simple moving average and our support trend line somewhere around 222. I'm bullish on Boeing, and it has the benefit of a bull trend, so we want to be buying the dip in this situation. If it does get down to the 20 simple moving average, that could be a great buying opportunity to go long on Boeing, and my price target on Boeing remains up here at $260. On Splunk, we did see another bullish close, and we're back to trading above the 5 EMA. So we're getting some really bullish price action closes on Splunk over the 5 EMA ever since we bounced off support down here. So remember, on Splunk, I'm getting you in on the ground level, and if you bought into Splunk, you should be doing pretty well right now. So we could find resistance on Splunk at 166 and 171, but a break above 171 should be heading us back to $200 in no time flat. So Splunk is one of those hot stocks that I'm giving to you on the ground floor because I want to help you find hot stocks while nobody else is aware of them yet. I do this for my Discord members every single week, and I try to bring hot stocks to you all as much as possible. So if you're interested in the Stocks Channel Discord, there is a link in the description of the video, and you can find out how to join there. Remember, the trend is our friend, and we don't want to be greedy, and we want to take our profits as our trades run up, and we want to have cash ready to buy the next opportunity. Practice being a disciplined trader, and you will do well no matter what the market does. Right now, we're in a really strong bull market, and the only people losing right now are the people trying to short this market. Eventually, this market will go through a correction, so I don't want you to be in the market 100% of your money at all times. Be disciplined and don't be afraid to take some profits. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you're crushing this market and I hope you're making profitable trades. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.